Hello, my people. Welcome back to Gist Step, your #1 channel for hot and trending gist across the country. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, do well to hit the subscribe button for more gist and also like and share. Now, let's talk because this gist is hot, loud, controversial, and already shaking timelines left, right, and center. Whether you like it or not, whether you agree or you are choking on your own annoyance, one truth is becoming harder to deny every single day on YouTube Nollywood streets. Once Chinyere Nebe's face appears on a movie thumbnail, views start rolling in like rain in rainy season. People can argue all they want, but numbers don't lie, and YouTube does not respect sentiment. It respects clicks, watch time, comments, and replay value. And right now, Chinyere Nebe is cashing out on all of that. This conversation did not even start from love. It started from anger. Some fans were angry that her movies kept popping up everywhere. Others were angry that producers kept casting her. Some were angry that she was everywhere while their own favorites were being sidelined. But anger still gave her views, still pushed her movies into trending, still made YouTube algorithm hug her tighter. One fan commented under a recent movie, "I'm tired of seeing her face, but I still clicked because I know the movie will be interesting." Another replied, that's how addiction starts. Keep lying to yourself. And boom, that comment section alone gathered thousands of engagements. There was a time when Nollywood YouTube movies struggled to hit 1 million views. We're seeing Chinyere Nebe movies hit 2 million, 3 million views in days. Not weeks, not months, days. Some people are screaming that is overhyped. Some are shouting that is deserved. Some are saying producers are forcing her down people's throats. But at the end of the day, her name is doing what many actors pray for silently at night. One fan said, "Any movie with Chinenye is automatic download for me." I don't even read the storyline again. Another fired back. So you people don't want to grow. You just want one person to dominate everything. That single argument thread turned into a full-blown online war. What makes this gist even sweeter is that Chinenye did not wake up overnight and decide to be controversial. She grew up in front of our eyes. Another said, "At least they are honest. YouTube is business, not charity." Others dragged the producer for exploiting her image, but the producer didn't deny the claim, and the views kept climbing. Some critics are now saying Chinyere Nebe has become bigger than the scripts. They argue that people are no longer watching movies for storylines, but for her presence. One film critic commented, "When an actor's name becomes the selling point, the industry needs to pause and reflect." Immediately fans attacked him. "Rest, she delivers every role," one person replied. "So should she reduce her talent so others can shine?" Another asked. That question alone sparked days of back and forth arguments. Then there's the acting debate. This one is spicy. Some people swear that Chinyere Nebe has mastered the art of emotional expression, especially crying scenes. Others claim she cries too much and uses tears to cover weak scripts. A fan wrote, "Her tears feel real, not forced. That girl can act." Another replied, "If crying was Olympics, she would have all the gold medals by now." The funny thing is, whether they praise or criticize, they still watch till the end. Some even rewatch just to confirm their argument. Let's not pretend jealousy is not part of this gist. Some upcoming actors are quietly bitter. Some senior actors are feeling threatened. And some fans of other actresses feel their favorites are being overshadowed. One tweet that went viral said, "Nollywood YouTube is now Chinenye Nebe cinematic universe." Another person replied, "If you don't like it, go and build your own universe." The sarcasm was loud. The likes were louder. One of the most controversial takes came from a fan who said if Chinyere Nebe sneezes on screen, it will still get 1 million views. People laughed. Others agreed. Some were offended on behalf of Nollywood. Another person added, "At this point, even if she plays a tree, I'll still watch." Someone else replied, "Ona don't lose focus entirely." But guess what? That comment section became a marketing tool on its own. Even outside Nigeria, her name is ringing bells. Ghanaian fans Kenyan fans, South African fans are all chiming in. One international fan commented, "I don't understand all the culture, but I understand her emotions." Another said, "She makes Nigerian movies addictive." These comments only added fuel to the argument that her appeal goes beyond local hype. Some people are now accusing YouTube of favoring her movies in the algorithm. They claim once her name is in the title, YouTube pushes it aggressively. A tech-savvy fan tried to explain that it's not favoritism, but audience behavior. People click more, watch longer, comment more. So the algorithm responds. He wrote. Someone else replied angrily, "Stop using grammar to defend over exposure." That reply alone got thousands of likes. Then there's the gender angle. Some people feel if Chinenye were a man, this level of dominance would be celebrated without complaint. One feminist fan wrote, "When a woman is winning, people start calling it overhype." A critic replied, "This is not gender issue, it's about balance." Another fan jumped in, "Balance your jealousy first." At this point, the gist had gone far beyond acting and entered social commentary territory. Producers are now openly confessing that casting her guarantees quick return on investment. One producer commented under a post, "I paid my crew with proceeds from one movie because views surprised me." Another producer said, "She carries movies on her shoulders." Immediately people started shouting that this pressure is too much for one young actress. "You people would burn her out," one concerned fan warned. Another replied, "She's strong, let her cash out while it lasts." There's also the age-old argument that her success is blocking opportunities for new faces. One angry commenter wrote, "How will new actresses grow if it's Chinenye in every movie?" A calm reply followed, "Was she not once new? Did she block people then?" Another person added, "Hard work plus audience love equals success, not witchcraft." But the angry commenter was not satisfied and continued dragging producers for being lazy with casting. Let's talk about the fans, because they are the real engine behind this whole madness. Her fan base is loud, loyal, and ready to fight anyone online. They stream movies repeatedly, drop long emotional comments, and share links everywhere. One fan proudly wrote, "I have watched this movie 3 times already." Another replied, "Same here, I came back because of her." Critics mocked them, saying, "And are the farm views like it's agriculture?" The fans responded, "Yes, we are farmers, and she is our crop." One thing nobody can deny is that Chinyere Nebe knows how to connect with her audience. Whether she's playing a village girl, a heartbroken lover, a stubborn daughter, or a suffering wife, people see something familiar. One fan wrote, "She acts like someone you know in real life." Another said, "She represents the struggles of many Nigerian girls." Critics rolled their eyes, saying, "It's just acting, calm down," but those same critics still tuned in. The controversy reached another level when someone said her movies lack diversity and recycled the same emotional formula. That comment alone triggered 1,000 replies. "If it works, why change it?" one fan asked. Another said, "Every actor has a niche." A harsher critic replied, "So we should accept mediocrity because of familiarity." Fans clapped back hard, accusing critics of pretending to be intellectuals on YouTube comment sections. At some point, even people who were neutral were dragged into the argument. One person innocently commented, "I just enjoyed the movies, no stress." Immediate replies flooded in, "You are part of the problem." Another person defended them, saying, "Let people enjoy what they like." The neutral commenter probably regretted typing anything at all. The funniest part of this whole gist is that some people swear they hate her movies, but can tell you detailed plots of the last 5 they watched. One fan sarcastically asked, "How do you hate something you know so much about?" Silence followed. Another person replied, "We criticize what we care about." That reply was screenshot and shared everywhere. Chinenye herself has remained mostly quiet, and that silence is powerful. While people are shouting, fighting and typing essays, she is working, filming and cashing checks. One fan observed, while we argue she's on set. Another added, silence is her best response. Critics tried to say her silence means arrogance. Fans replied, or maybe she's just busy winning. This gist is controversial because it forces Nollywood lovers to confront uncomfortable truths. Popularity is not always about fairness. Talent does not always spread evenly. Audience choice is brutal and emotional. One fan summed it up perfectly when they said YouTube Nollywood is a popularity contest and she is currently winning. Another person replied angrily, winning doesn't mean best. The fan answered, tell that to the viewer. Whether you love her or tired of seeing her face, Chinyere Nebe's name has become a brand. Brands attract attention, money, and controversy. And right now, her brand is doing numbers that many can only dream of. One final comment that went viral said, at this point, Chinyere Nebe is not just an actress. She is a YouTube strategy. People laughed, argued, shared, and rewatched her movies again. So my people, this gist will continue whether we like it or not. As long as people keep clicking, watching, arguing, and reacting, her name will continue to guarantee views. The controversy feeds the fame feeds the views, and the views feed the controversy. It's a cycle, and Chinyere Nebe is right at the center of it, smiling silently while the internet does the rest. And let's be honest, some people are secretly scared of this conversation because it exposes how powerful the audience really. No producer can force viewers to watch what they don't want. Yet here we are, with people complaining loudly, while their watch history tells a completely different story. One fan joked, if complaining paid bills, some people would be richer than Dangote by now. Another replied, they complain with data, views, and watch time. The truth is that Chinyere Nebe has become a comfort zone for many viewers. In a world already full of stress, people want familiar faces, predictable emotions, and stories that make them feel something quickly. A fan said, after a long day, I don't want to think too much. I just want to watch Chinenye cry and shout and still win at the end. Critics call that mindset lazy. Fans replied, entertainment is not an exam. What really annoys some people is not just the views, but the influence. Once her movie drops, it sets the tone for other releases. Smaller movies get buried, conversations shift, and timelines adjust. One producer complained, if her movie drops the same week as yours, forget it. Fans clapped back, then drop better movies. That response alone showed how ruthless the audience can be. At this point, Chinyere Nebe has crossed from being just popular to being unavoidable. You don't have to search for her. She finds you. And in today's attention economy, that is power. Love her or hate her, and her name has become a trigger. A trigger for clicks, for arguments, for loyalty, and for outrage. And as long as Nollywood lives on YouTube and fans live in comment sections, this gist will never die.